Hey everybody, thanks for being here. Have a video to discuss some news coming out of PSA this past week. They had reportedly sent out a PSA customer survey and wanted to discuss that a little bit. I am not a recipient of this customer survey. I suspect that this went out to members of the Collectors Club, which I'm not currently a member. My one experience thus far of grading my own cards has been through GameStop, which I had documented on this channel, and any other cards I have been graded by someone else previously. But they had sent out this customer survey, and I took a snapshot, or there's a snapshot, and this is a printout of what reportedly was in that customer survey, and wanted to take a minute to react and discuss a couple things. So first question or item on this is the grader notes. So this is saying an additional $8 per card service, which would provide additional insights into why a card received a certain grade, identifying where the defects are, such as surface, corner, and centering. So that is interesting. One of the limitations with PSA is that they traditionally have not provided information of why a certain grade was given, and that has caused many people who receive grades question why a certain grade was given. Maybe a card that was given a lower grade that couldn't find any defects, or if a grade was given higher that unexpectedly, sometimes it just seems that there's no way of knowing, and a bit of subjectivity with so many graders at PSA has been maybe a potential limitation of the grading company. And then you see people who receive a card and then crack out the card and send it back in and get a different grade, and sometimes in some cases having not just a one level difference but a multiple level difference may bring on more questions of why don't we have an explanation of the grade when you're already paying that fee. So this survey is saying for an additional $8 per card, you could have some additional insights of why a grade was given. So that is interesting. As a potential customer to PSA, I would want that built in for the fees that you're already paying. You're paying to ship the cards, and then you're paying for the service of grading, and then the long duration that sometimes the process can take. That would be something that it would be nice just to have built in with the current fee structure. All right, next one on this list is a PSA branded fitted sleeve. So returned inside a fitted sleeve protector. So some kind of personalized PSA sleeve. That seems, maybe not too much of a debate there, that they could provide an additional protector, and you could elect to. I guess I will say one thing on that is that my one experience so far of grading my own cards came back, and there wasn't even like a large graded card sleeve to put inside of around the card to protect it, and one of the cards seemed like it was scuffed up a little bit, which again, when you're paying for a service to hopefully get a pristine or a 10 type level card, and then there's smudges on it, that's a little bit of a dissatisfier. So this is offering like a fitted sleeve. Again, my 2 cents would be that it'd be nice if you at least have some kind of graded card protection when you're doing that. Maybe you do that. Maybe you get those when you're sending them in yourself. I don't know, but from my understanding, they always come back on that, like in a stack. And then next one here is card cleaning. And this is another one that has brought on a little bit of debate. PSA has seemed in the past to crack down on card cleaning, trying to discourage any foreign substance being placed on cards, and I think in some cases deactivating some numbered card certification numbers that had been exposed to chemicals. And then at this point, they're offering an additional for $3 per card cleaning and light buffing service to remove fingerprints, smudges, dust. And I guess at that surface level, that may make sense. So someone may want to elect to do that. But in context of how PSA has had some of this discussion with card cleaning and some of the ambiguity with whether you're using a substance or just wiping it down, has brought a little bit of discussion. So that is interesting. And here they're saying that maybe they're embracing doing that service for you. And I believe they've clarified that that would just be like a surface level wipe down. So that was on the survey. And then lastly here, premium images, an additional $5 per card. You could get some high resolution images for your cards. So wanted to do a little reaction on this. What do you guys think of this survey? What do you think of paying another $8 in addition to the current fee structure for greater notes? And would you also be interested in paying $3 per card for card cleaning? Or would you rather do that yourself? Or tell me your thought processes. Again, my reaction is that greater notes, that one's a hard one, especially at that fee structure. Would be nice where we could have those built in. You see other companies like historically like BGS, that's something that you could see as subgrades on that. So anyways, PSA customer survey, and we'll see what happens with this, and let me know what you think in the comments. And thanks for watching, and thanks for being here. See you again soon.